Hi, my name's John. This is my dog Mika, and I am Profi on a boat. And I've been on board my cabin cruiser, my 27-foot Dawn-craft, for about 6 weeks. Obviously, I hadn't planned on moving on board until the end of February, when all work was estimated to be completed. But due to weather conditions just after Christmas and of course the UK's national lockdown, I actually got stuck on board, and I've been on board since Boxing Day, the 26th of December. So over that time I've had a few messages asking me, you know, am I comfortable, what's life on board like? And so I just quickly wanted to update you and let you know that everything is indeed going well. Of course, what you have to remember is that this cabin cruiser was originally designed as a leisure cruiser, so seasonal cruising, not as a live aboard. So I am living aboard full time. I also teach English online, so I'm actually working on board as well. So I'm pretty much on here a lot of the time. It's very comfortable. Some of you have asked, is it warm enough? The answer is yes. I use a diesel heater, which is very similar to the system that you have in your car that blows hot air into the cabin. And in fact, it keeps it a pretty, pretty constantly in the 20 something degrees. In fact, today it's 24 degrees, and it's actually snowing outside in here. So you know, you can see I'm quite warm enough on board. So that's one aspect of comfort that's really important. Another question that you've asked is how do I get water? Well, as you'll have seen from earlier videos, when I got stuck in ice, I was in fact carrying on the back of my bike numerous 5-litre bottles of water. That's got a little bit easier because now the onboard plumbing system is working, so I have 90 litres of water in a holding tank on Freedom, and that supplies me with all of my running water. So it's slightly inconvenient because I do have to refill that every 4 or 5 days at the moment, but that will get better once I'm able to move the boat and fill up with a hose pipe as opposed to carrying buckets of water. But you know, I still have that facility now. The other question that I'm asked is how do I get power? I do have a problem with the engine at the moment. Normally I'd run the engine to charge the batteries, and I'd also use my solar panels on the roof. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of sun at the moment, and with the engine not working, I can't run the engine to recharge the batteries. But fortunately, I do have a generator. Not a particularly powerful generator, but it does charge the batteries. I usually run the generator about every 3 or 4 hours a day just to replace the power that I've used overnight. And that seems to do the trick. I also invested in 2 new leisure or house batteries, which are the batteries that store the power generated, so that you know, technically I need to do a full recharge about every 2 days. So that's not too bad. You know, with the generator I'm able to keep my laptop and tablet and phone recharged, and then the rest of the power is just for the lights and the pumps for the water system. So generally that's pretty efficient. I'm also asked quite a few times, you know, it must be really lonely, especially during the lockdown. In fact, it's not. There's a great community of boaters, and a couple of them do kind of check in every now and again, from a distance, of course. So you always have that kind of contact, and if you do need anything, you know, those boaters are there to help you out. The other thing as well is that there are always plenty of people going past where I am right now, which is in the centre of town. You know, people come out onto the Canal towpath to do their daily exercise, and you know, there are some regular faces who will often stop and check to make sure that I'm okay. So by no means am I on my own down here. There is in fact a lot of support down here. The other question that people do ask is it really comfortable? The answer is yes. Is it convenient? Probably not. There are certain inconveniences, like not having a fully working shower on board just yet means that I have to go to the shower block. You know, not having a fridge, I use a cool box, a 12-volt battery powered cool box, which does keep food cool, but you know, it means I have to go to the supermarket a little bit more often than you might do at home with a fridge. So there are a few inconveniences, but nothing major. In fact, it's actually a very comfortable way of life, I think. life is definitely slower, definitely more laid back, and I find myself with a lot more time to do things as well. You know, one of the great things about living aboard, whereas it was inconvenient at the beginning because a lot of things weren't finished, I've been able to finish a lot of things, and you'll see those in another video. So, you know, with all the extra time I have while living aboard, I'm able to crack on with the renovation of Freedom, and she's turning into a very nice boat, even though she is only 27 foot, about 8 meters. In fact, I've lived in the city in smaller apartments, so this is actually very comfortable indeed. As you can see, the dog certainly does find it very comfortable. So I hope that's answered some of your questions about life on board. There will be more videos coming soon showing you around the living space and checking in on the improvements that I've made. But for now, this is John and Mika from Freedom, signing off, and we'll see you next time.